The Russian military does not stop constant precision strikes on the Ukrainian military infrastructure. The night of January 31st was not an exception. A new wave of Russian strikes hit the Kherson region, where the Ukrainian military is accumulating significant reserves to continue operations on the eastern bank of the Dnieper River. More targets were hit in the Dnipropetrovsk region. An industrial facility and places of accommodation for Ukrainian military personnel were reportedly destroyed in the city of Kryvyi Rih. The Kharkov region, located near the Russian border, remains one of the areas that are targeted by Russian strikes the most often. Last night, Ukrainian military personnel and equipment was struck in the border town of Volchansk. The Ukrainian military responded with a drone strike in the Russian Pskov region, but it was destroyed by the local air defense forces. Meanwhile, Russian troops continue advancing at the front in different directions. The Ukrainian army is faced with a shortage of artillery ammunition and military personnel, as well as poor training of incoming reinforcements of recently mobilized civilians. Ukrainian forces continue to hold the line, although they already lost the ability to take offensive actions. The Ukrainian army continues losing positions it gained during the counteroffensive on the southern front lines. Russian attacks north of Pryatnoe resulted in their advance on a wide front of about 2.5 kilometers. At the same time, Russian forces expanded the zone of their control north of Novomikhailovka, which is already in semi-encirclement. The Russian advance in both these directions threatens the large Ukrainian grouping that is defending Ugledar. On the outskirts of the Donetsk city agglomeration, a heavy battle for Avdiivka continues. Russian forces are on the offensive in the south of the city. The Russian army is advancing along the streets, approaching the 447th railway station, control of which will cut Ukrainian supply to their last strongholds on the southeastern outskirts of the city, the former air defense base called the Zenith Fortified Area by the Ukrainian military. The Russian military is also advancing along the front lines in the Kharkov region. After Russian forces took control of several villages to the southeast of Kupiansk, they continued their offensive westward to the village of Kislovka and Pestanoe. There lies the shortest way to pass through the hills to push the Ukrainian military to the Oskil River. After the rapid Russian advance in the region provoked public outrage against the Ukrainian commander-in-chief Zaluzhny, Kiev changed the local military command, which missed Russian attacks and lost positions in the villages. Some reinforcements were sent to the area to slow down the Russian advance.